go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. We'll grab our seats. Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me in the back? Okay. I'm Christy Karen. I'm the head of school, and I have to say I loved arriving this evening. This is not where we normally hold our Ivy address. It's normally held right in front of the academic building on Lamb Green, but this felt like coming to an all-school, which we get to do every single week as a community. It even included the last-minute stragglers that cut in right on time. So good work. It made us feel like we're at home. I want to welcome you all to the 2025 Ivy Address, which is the official start of Brewster's commencement celebrations. The Ivy Address has been a long-standing Brewster tradition. It's really a chance to arrive, to gather, to connect, to reflect, and to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates, to start the celebrations before tomorrow. So tonight, we will have an opportunity to hear from some of our highest achieving members of the class, with remarks from our first postgraduate and our salutatorian, both who are just absolutely remarkable representatives of our school. To conclude our ceremony, our senior prefects, Lucy and Aya, will receive the symbolic ivy plant on behalf of their class, representing the deep roots that they've planted here at Brewster. Our hope is that the resilient ivy, resilient ivy, our students will continue to flourish and prosper as they leave Brewster, nourished and ready to transplant themselves into their new lives and their new communities. It's been a really busy stretch. Spring term is always a blur of special events and activities, and I think this was especially true this year. Over the past week, we had our spring fling, we had moving up day, prom, packing, goodbyes, and of course, travel for all of you, our families and our guests. And I have to say that just despite the rain and the chilly weather that we've had over the past few weeks, our graduates have really made it a warm time, a really warm friendship, really heartwarming traditions, and just really fun time together as a class. So as we kick off our commencement festivities, I just want to invite all of us to pause for a minute. I know we've been traveling, I know we've been moving around. Just settle yourselves, center yourselves in the ceremony, and settle in to celebrate our graduates of the class of 2025. So to begin, I would like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for this event, our Academic Dean, Mr. Matt Butcher.
The power of the ivy lies in its ability to cling and bind, making it a potent symbol of determination and strength to the Druids. In the Irish tradition, ivy is considered a symbol of remembrance. In academic traditions, it represents the intertwining of intellectual, philanthropic, and social pursuits. Poetically, it is a symbol of the way in which our lives become intertwined with one another's. As we proceed through our ceremony today, let us keep in mind all that the ivy represents. Our celebration begins with some parting thoughts shared by two outstanding students of the class of 2025. As we learned at Monday's Moving Up Day ceremony, this year's top postgraduate student, or first PG, is Royal Thai scholar Korawit Neo Newsom. A multi-talented student, Neo participated as a member of the sailing team in the fall, robotics in the winter and spring, and he could also be found performing at coffee houses, volunteering his expertise at the Math Tutor Center, and making people smile as a member of the Random Acts of Kindness Club. He graduates with a GPA of 4.213 and will attend the Rochester Institute of Technology in the fall. Neo, would you please ascend the stage and share a few words?
Hello everyone, my name is Neil. 3 years ago, my destiny was to become a soldier in the Royal Thai Army, which is like being a cadet at West Point. In the first year, I failed because my academic score was too low. In the second year, I didn't pass the physical test. In the third year, the army rejected me because of my hearing loss. I knew it was the end of the world when I found myself crying in bed, listening to My Heart Will Go On. It made me cry so hard. My new goal was to attend a university in Thailand. I decided to move on to this goal. However, my head was still on the Royal Thai Army, and I kept asking myself every day, what had I lost by not joining the army? While I was preparing for university in Thailand and regretting not joining the army, my dad encouraged me to apply for a Royal Thai scholarship. I did not think I would pass the test, but somehow I did earn a Royal Thai scholarship to study in the United States for 11 years. My mom exclaimed, "Are you crazy?" I didn't think I was crazy, but at that point, I was not sure what I was getting into, and I still kept wondering what I might have lost by not joining the army. However, after a year at Brewster, I have changed the question I asked myself, and I now wonder how much I would have lost if I had joined the army instead of Brewster. I would lose the chance to have a hearing aid from the kindest person, Christine Brown, who also helped me have a wonderful experience in the Royal Thai Scholar program last summer. With the hearing aids she gave me, I was able to learn audio production pretty well with Mr. Madison. If I had joined the army, I would not have had the chance to know how energetic Miss Val is. And I would have missed all the smart she gave me. I would not know that Spider-Man could be on physics exam if I didn't get to be touched by Mr. Lee. Without Mr. Hill's help, I wouldn't have been able to build a Batman robot. When my robot didn't work, he was the one to remind me to turn on the controller. Please. Thanks to Miss Kusakas and her 2,000-word research paper assignment, I will never fear writing a research paper again in my life. If I had joined the army, it would not only be the Brewster teachers I would not get a chance to know. I also would miss so many moments with my friends. I would miss a lot from my best friend, Margot Morozova. I would not have discussed how I love Batman with Anna Simon and Fatima Al-Huji. I wouldn't have been able to hang out in the robotics lab with Robert Hafner and Oliver Raymond. I wouldn't have had Hibachi with my beloved Sergeant 2 and Miss Rao. I would not have met such a sweet person as Cardinal Julia Kraft. And I would not have been able to sit with my friend Logan Klish and Randall Preston on Moving Up Day. I would not have asked any of you, "How are you?" or gotten to hear your answer. I would not be here today. If I had joined the army, I would have missed everything, and I don't want to miss any moment I have had with you. I cannot discuss everyone I have met because now I have only 20 seconds left. I have the next 10 years and the rest of my life to talk about how I am so enchanted to have had a chance to meet you all. To the class of 25, please join me in remembering this wonderful year. Please be grateful to your friends, teachers, and family who walked beside you on this journey. Please be proud of yourself like I am. I would like to thank everyone who gave us this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Neo. And congratulations once again. This year's class salutatorian is Brewster Lifer Randall E. Preston II, a curvy scholar who has made the most of every opportunity at Brewster. A three-sport varsity athlete participating in boys soccer, alpine skiing, and tennis, Randall is a determined leader and has been a model of good sportsmanship and tough play. He gave generously of his expertise and talents, leading community service projects for the National Honor Society, volunteering regularly at Math Tutor Center, serving as a Gold Key tour guide, and helping local kids get on the slopes with the Abenaki Learn to Ski program. This local student from nearby Alton, New Hampshire, took a hefty 7 AP courses over the course of his time at Brewster, including a demanding senior year course load that included 3 AP and 2 advanced courses. Our salutatorian graduates with a GPA of 4.264 and will attend Villanova University in the fall. Randall, will you please come forward and address our audience?
Thank you, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Randall, and I'm just like to say I'm very honored to be this year's salutatorian, and I'd just like to take another moment to thank my good friend Neo for sharing such an incredible story with us. Getting to hear stories like that are part of the reason why I love Brewster so much, but I'll get more into that in a moment. So, people screaming, people cheering, people jumping up and down, making the bleachers shake beneath them, people lining the sidelines, waving around posters with their classmates' names, and big cutouts of their school pictures glued on top of comically small stick figures as those classmates battled back and forth with their opponents on Radley Court, doing all of the above all at once somehow. When I think back, those sights and sounds are about the earliest memories I can picture of Brewster. See, I grew up a little bit closer than my friend Neo, whereas he comes from the other side of the globe. I come from about 10 minutes that way. So growing up, my father and I, like many in the local community, would frequent the prep basketball games in the winter, and I even made it to a few soccer games in the fall here and there. But at 6 or 7 years old, high school seemed like some far-off, almost mythical time foretold of by our elders. So naturally, at the time, I had no expectations for how a bunch of high schoolers should act, and I didn't quite grasp then just how powerful a demonstration of community I was seeing at Brewster. After 4 years here, I now know that the same kids going crazy over an alley hoop at a basketball game probably had several hours of homework to get done, practices to get to, service projects to run, and who knows what else after the game. I can also guess now that at any given event, because of just how busy with away games or musical rehearsals or school in general the students can be here, a good third or half of the student body might not even be on campus, let alone in the bleachers during a basketball game or by the fence during a soccer game. But second grade me never could have guessed that. The enthusiasm and the support I saw at those games made it seem as if the fan section's population was triple what it actually was. And that every single person there was cheering for not just a classmate, but a best friend out there. I honestly could not tell you what I had for breakfast yesterday, but the memories of the atmosphere that this community is capable of creating have always stuck around clearly in my mind, which I think speaks volumes about what type of place Brewster is and what amazing opportunities it provides. As I got older and experienced more things, more games, more crowds, whenever a memory of those Brewster games I went to as a kid would flit across the back of my mind, I'd start to think, I still really haven't experienced that feeling replicated outside of anywhere smaller than, say, Gillette Stadium or an F1 race up in Montreal. I think that's when I started to realize this place had to have been pretty special, but it wasn't until I got here that I realized just how special it is. The one thing that has continually astounded me about Brewster has been the people. Whenever I'm giving a tour, hosting somebody for a revisit day, or just talking to someone about Brewster, and they ask me what my favorite part is, the answer has always been the same: the people. I'll admit, I'm a bit worried now for the real world. To Dr. Link's study hall cram sessions the night before test, to the Curvy Scholar program receptions with Miss Palmer and Mr. James Curvy, without whom my wonderful time here would not have been possible. Again and again, I find that the people here are willing and eager to help, to lend advice, to share their stories, and in every way to enrich their lives, and with that, the lives of their peers. The perspectives my friends, classmates, teachers, and coaches have shown to me here have widened my outlook on life from the scope of a rural town in New Hampshire with a population of maybe 5,000 people to literally the scope of the whole world. The stories I have heard and the lessons I have learned from them have made me realize just how vast and various the opportunities to go somewhere, to do something, and to be someone are in life. Brewster has proved that I, along with every other person graduating tomorrow morning, along with every student that has done so in the past, along with every student that will do so in the future, have been or will be equipped with the experience to live a life worth writing about someday. So, to all the students here, I urge you, no matter what small grievances you may have, to take a moment and try to reflect and see what good Brewster has taught or shown you, maybe without you even realizing it. I hope you all, wherever you're headed next, can find a community that fosters growth and camaraderie like Brewster does, and is filled with more people who all have their own perspectives and stories to share. And if you can't find that place, I hope you can help to build a new place like it. I'll miss you all, but hopefully I'll sleep a little better at night, knowing that it is my peers from Brewster who are going out into the world and leaving their mark wherever they find themselves. Once again, I'd like to thank every person who has helped make my time here so precious, and I wish you all good luck on whatever your future holds. Thanks.
Thank you, Randall. We all know you'll do well at Villanova. We will now continue the program with the recognition of our global, art, and STEM scholars and the presentation of special student awards. To begin, I'd like to call up our Dean of Teaching and Learning and Educational Research, Dr. Marta Philipp-Fauser.
Good afternoon. Today, I would like to recognize 3 groups of Brewster students: Global Scholars, Art Scholar, and our inaugural group of STEM Scholars. Before I call on the students to come and receive their graduation cords from the program's advisors, Mr. Davis, Ms. Baker-McLean, and Mr. Hill, I want to share a few words about these pathways and offer short remarks to our students. Developed with student agency in mind, the goal of these opportunities is to create environments in which students explore topics of interest connected to global issues, pursue various forms of artistic expression, or deepen their appreciation for science, technology, engineering, and math. In addition to required coursework, community engagement, and experiential learning opportunities over the course of 1 or 2 years, students also completed capstone project and presentations in which they showcase their work, reflect on their learning, and how they hope to transfer it to future opportunities. Ultimately, our goal is to help students explore their multiple and evolving identities and bring them closer to our mission of living the lives of purpose. Students, as you embark on your next journey and pursue new learning opportunities, remember that the world is transdisciplinary, and solving the most pressing local and global problems requires you to thoughtfully integrate different disciplines to create new understandings. So, In addition to deepening your own passions and interests, be sure to seek others' insights and informed perspectives. Doing so will make you intellectually richer and the solutions you design more comprehensive and hopefully long-lasting. Today, we recognize our singular art scholar for 2025. He will receive a tricolor cord representing 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, to be worn tomorrow during the commencement ceremony. May I please ask Ms. Baker McLean to the podium. Logan Klisch, please receive your Art Scholar cord. The 5 graduating Global Scholars receive a light blue cord inspired by the color of the United Nations flag, also to be worn during their commencement ceremony. May I please ask Mr. Davis to help distribute the cords as I read the Global Scholars' names. Graduates, please come to the podium to receive the cords from Mr. Davis. Maverick Bennett. Logan Klisch. Anna LaRue. Tenora Noasin. Eliza Spindler. And now on to the STEM scholars. The graduating STEM scholars receive a forest green and silver cord representing science, green representing science, and silver representing community service. We have 7 graduating global scholars who have earned STEM scholar designation. May I please ask the mathematics faculty and first robotics coach, Tom Hill, to help distribute the cords as I read the names. Graduates, please come to the podium to receive the cord from Mr. Hill. Fatma Al-Houthi. Gabriel Falco. Neo Newsom. Amp Padung Sak. Oliver Raymond. Anna Simon. And Ian Smith. Congratulations to all.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite our athletic director, Mr. Connor Wells, to announce the Kate Turner Athletic Directors Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Butcher. These awards are given to 2 students who have each made a positive, consistent contribution to interscholastic sports here at Brewster. I'm also very honored that the awards are named after our longtime Associate Director of Athletics, Miss Kate Turner, who I was lucky enough to work with for 1 year. And she is a legend here at Brewster, so super honored that we were able to put her name on the award. Our first recipient, a lifer of Brewster Academy, our first Kate Turner Athletic Directors Award honoree, has participated in 12 consecutive seasons of interscholastic sports, a perfect athletics record. He has been lauded by his multiple coaches throughout his career for his work ethic, discipline, care for the team and his teammates, and his honest leadership. He has been a Bobcat of the Week, awarded to those student athletes throughout the school year who most exemplify Brewster's core values. He has won multiple individual team awards, mostly attributed to his effort and attitude. This year, in his senior year, he has been a key starter and contributing member of the boys varsity soccer, alpine skiing, and boys varsity tennis programs. Though he did not begin his Brewster athletics career as a varsity star, his soccer and goalie coach, Mr. Chris Brown, shared, "Throughout his 4 years in the soccer program, this athlete has been one of the hardest working and most focused goalkeepers I have coached. Although spending time on the junior varsity team his first 2 seasons, he stepped into the backup position on the varsity team in his junior year. There he truly began to grow as a goalkeeper. After learning the ropes, training over the summer, and returning as a senior, he took on the starting position and thrived. He was a leader who found most comfort between the pipes, and his teammates followed him with pride. You don't find such a dedicated, focused, and hardworking athlete like him every day." Much of the same could be said of this young man on the ski hill and tennis court. Committed, driven to improve, and always trying to make those around him better, he has been one of Brewster's top and most consistent skiers, as well as a multi-year varsity starter among a very strong boys tennis program. Please join me in recognizing his immense contributions, and no surprise you've heard from him already today. Congratulations, Randall Preston. Our next Athletic Director Award honoree has played 12 consecutive varsity seasons of interscholastic athletics at Bobcat, another perfect and exceptional athletics record. In these 12 seasons, she has been a major contributor to girls varsity soccer, girls varsity basketball, and girls varsity lacrosse. Her soccer coach for the last 4 seasons, Mr. Matt Butcher, offered, "For every season during her 4 years at Brewster, she has dedicated herself to her current varsity team. A talented athlete, she always committed herself to giving 100% to help her team win, and as she progressed through her years at Brewster, she took on more and more leadership responsibility. A big on-field communicator, even as a sophomore, she already was helping to organize her soccer team, and as a junior and senior, she was one of our more vocal leaders, serving as a captain in her senior year and modeling what it means to be a competitive, driven, and team-oriented athlete. She always provides her total intensity and maximum effort, and sometimes she found herself injured. Even though injured for her basketball and lacrosse seasons in her senior year, this perhaps is when she has been her absolute best. She has remained a vocal leader of her teams and of the student body in the name of Brewster Athletics. She has continued to be energetic, enthusiastic, and positive in her words and contributions within her teams. She brings her teammates and classmates together by example that she sets. As a senior prefect, she has organized numerous theme, game, and spirit events, pep rallies, and overall is always the heart and soul of the Brewster fan section, if she is not physically participating in the contest herself. There is not a person who has done more for Brewster Athletics in her time with us than Lucy Colkert.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. Ms. Baker McLean, could you please come forward to announce our Fine and Performing Arts Award?
Thank you, Mr. Butcher. The Fine and Performing Arts Award is given to a senior or PG who's made outstanding contributions to Brewster Academy and the fine or performing arts, such as music, theater, dance, film, or other visual media. Throughout their career, this year's recipient is known across campus for his acting and presentation skills. His comedic timing, character development, and high-energy performance makes him a formidable performer. He's also an ever-present member of the after-school mass media program, where he works closely with Mr. Burgess and Mr. Wells to live stream events, take player pictures, and help promote our teams to the wider world. He's a photographer and visual artist who is as at home in the digital ecosystem as he is in the darkroom. His capstone project combined photography, digital and darkroom, lighting design, installation to explore the world and his place in it. It is with great pleasure I recognize Logan Cleash with our Fine and Performing Arts Award. I told you.
Thank you, Ms. Baker McLean. I would like to invite our Director of Community Service and Dean of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging, Chris Brown, to present 2 more awards.
Thank you, Mr. Butcher. Here we go, found it. So the first award tonight, the Lives of Purpose Award, is presented to a graduating student who has made significant contributions to their school and community through their time, actions, talent, and dedication. The recipient serves as a role model for service and compassion and strives to help make the world a better place, demonstrating a passion for helping others at Brewster in the local community and beyond. This honor goes to a person who gives back to their community and does so willingly, with no other expectation than that of serving others. This student is a shining example of what it means to live with purpose, integrity, and compassion. Whether he's walking into a classroom, leading a team project, or simply passing someone in the hallway, he radiates an energy that lifts those around him. He approaches each day with optimism, and his playful spirit encourages others to do the same. He embraces challenges with determination and grace, always seeking solutions that benefit not just himself, but the entire Brewster community. What truly sets him apart is his unwavering willingness to help. He doesn't wait to be asked. He steps up, time and time again, whenever he sees a need. His support is genuine. This is exemplified as a New Hampshire student leader. He understands that building a stronger Brewster means showing up for one another, even when it's inconvenient or difficult. In moments that require courage, honesty, and self-reflection, he doesn't waver. He is honest and true to self. Throughout his time here at Brewster, he has learned how to become a role model, someone others look up to when trying to figure out what's right. He embodies the Academy's ideals with humility and heart, and Brewster is a better place because of him. Because of his selfless service and moral leadership, even in the quiet spaces, it is with great pleasure that we grant this year's Lives of Purpose Award to Dylan Tall. Unfortunately, Dylan was not able to make it tonight. But my second award this evening, the Melissa Roja Lawler Social Justice Award, is presented to the student who does the most for the school in terms of building acceptance, awareness, and inclusion. This student is a passionate force for justice, equity, and human dignity. Her work in the realm of social justice reflects not only her intelligence and compassion, but also her deep commitment to creating a more inclusive and fair world for all. She's a fierce advocate of social change. With every project she takes on, every conversation she engages in, and every space she enters, she brings a powerful voice for change. This voice is heard every year during Equity Week and Connected Change conferences. But what makes her advocacy so impactful is the grace with which she leads. She listens, she learns, and she acts with purpose. Her approach is never about spotlighting herself. It's about uplifting others, especially those whose voices have to be often unheard. She creates bridges between people, encouraging dialogue and understanding, and pushing her community to think more critically and compassionately about the world around them. Her efforts extend far beyond words and into powerful acts, including serving as a writing tutor, a Brewster Big Friend, a RAC member, and a baking club extraordinaire. For all of these reasons, this student is being honored for the Social Justice Award. Her leadership, courage, and relentless pursuit of justice make her a beacon of hope and progress within the Brewster community and beyond. She is not just imagining change, she is making it happen. This year's Social Justice Award goes to Mosia Ability.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Next, Lucy Colcord and Aya Brown, as senior prefects of the class of 2025, could you please step forward to present the class gift?
Good evening, everyone. As in the tradition of classes before us, we would like to present the class of 2025 gift to Brewster Academy. Our gift will be to an existing student scholarship, which was established by the class of 2014. By contributing to the class of 2014 scholarship fund, just as the classes of 2022 and 2024 have done, our class gift will leave a lasting legacy, helping to provide access to a Brewster education for deserving students and their families for years to come.
As we prepare to embark on our next journey beyond Brewster, we also aim to leave a visible mark on campus. We crafted personalized bricks to line campus pathways and connect our class to Brewster's past, present, and future, symbolizing our shared experiences and lasting bond with this community. Thank you. It has been a great year. Aya and I are both blessed that we had the opportunity to be your senior prefects and wanted to take a moment to thank all the teachers and faculty for all the support you have given each of us. And most of all, thank the seniors and postgrads for making this year unforgettable. Your hard work, dedication, and spirit have inspired one another. As we move forward, let's carry lessons and memories we've all made here. We wish you the best in your future endeavors.
It is our tradition to punctuate this ivy address with the presentation of an ivy plant. Our senior prefects accept the ivy on behalf of their class. It will be planted, along with the ivies of years past, so that it may grow and entwine, symbolic of the way our lives are forever connected. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. Thank you all for being here today as we begin our formal recognition and celebrations of the class of 2025. With much to look forward to tomorrow, the class of 25 and their family and guests are now invited to join us in the Grayson Student Center in Rogers for the head of school reception. Thank you.